Previously, on the Amazing Spider-Man Grim Hunt, the Kravinoff family embarked upon a grim hunt to capture and ritually murder all the spiders in order to restore Kraven the Hunter back to life. In weeks, they kidnapped the psychic Madam Web, brutalized Peter's clone Kane, and murdered Mattie Franklin, the former Spider-Woman that brought Kraven's son Vladimir back to life as a twisted monster. Kane managed to warn Peter about the hunters, but they took the upper hand by kidnapping Julia and Tanya, and in the end, the Kravens managed to kill the Spider-Man and they brought back Sergei Kravinoff to life. But they soon learned they didn't kill the Spider-Man, as it was Kane in disguise, but while his blood brought the hunter back, it also cursed him with the unlife, leaving Kraven unable to die unless killed by Spider-Man. So now, as Peter learns that Kane sacrificed his own life to save him, he finds himself ready to cross the line and kill the hunters by his own hands. This is the Grim Hunt conclusion. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review chapter 637 of the Amazing Spider-Man Grim Hunt. You can get the previous parts on this playlist, so if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in the city hall where Mayor Jameson is bringing up the topic of the current crisis that the New York is facing, as all the animals are roaming the streets causing havoc. The majority of animals are coming from somewhere else, as they aren't from the zoos, so they don't know who is responsible for this mess. So Jameson promises the crowd that once this crisis has been averted, they will come to justice. But while Jameson is giving the crowd some precautions to handle this situation, a bunch of spiders have found its way into the press room and they start biting Jameson. Meanwhile, at Castle Kraven, Peter has found Kane's body lying dead in a coffin box, and he is not happy about this. The Kravens attacked the spiders, they murdered Mattie, tortured Wade, captured Julia and Tanya just to get him, and now Kane is dead. He sacrificed himself so that Peter could live. And then he notices a black costume that Kraven has left behind for Peter. So now, by wearing the black costume, Peter is not the one who pulls his punches. The Kravens do not know what they have unleashed. The spider is coming for them. Meanwhile, the Kravinoffs have gathered in a room where Kraven tells his family to wait for his order of killing the spider. So as they leave, Sasha then comes close to her husband to get his real plan. But Kraven wants her to get with the progress or he will cut her hands off. The furious Sasha then bursts into the room where she is holding the prisoners, Madam Web, along with Julia and Tanya, and she demands to know from Web what has gone wrong, as she can't recognize the man the Kraven was used to, and she also questions her what she should do next. But Web mocks her by saying that Kraven was always like this, but Sasha chooses to pretend otherwise. She has broken the web of life, and now, as Madam Web's powers are all gone, she can't help her anymore, which slaps Sasha and she cuts Web's throat and leaves her to die. But suddenly, the power went out, and with her shivering voice, Web warns her they have made the spider very angry. He is coming for them. Out in the dark, the Kravens and Chameleon are looking for Spider-Man, searching the whole place. But before they can realize the danger, a web pulls Chameleon through the window, and as Peter manages to distract the two, he then goes into that room where his friends were captured. He sees the blood of Web, and then he gets alerted by his spider sense. But this time, Peter is ready, and he engages himself with the giant beast, Vladimir, and Peter's attitude shocks the Kravens. His rage, his powers are almost unrecognizable, devoid of mercy, pain, and humanity. Now only God can help them from the spider. Spidey grabs a boulder and attempts to crush Vladimir's head, but before he can do that, Alyosha fires a bullet, but this time, Spidey becomes too fast that no bullets can reach him. Spidey quickly arrives on top of them and uses his web to pull Alyosha into the darkness. What he does to him, we can't say, but the sound effects are really ominous. Saying this, Anna then runs with her life, searching for her mother. On the other side, Sasha has taken the spiders to another room and threatening them with a rifle. But right at that time, Spidey shows up and he quickly disarms her and forces her to escape. Peter then frees them and he tells them to take care of Web while he is dealing with the Kravens and kill them. But as Peter leaves, the wounded Web tells Julia to stop Peter from making a terrible mistake, and she then passes her powers of second sight to Julia, and with a bright light, she disappears into the air. Meanwhile, in a dark hallway, Sasha is searching for her husband, but she is being followed, and right in front of her, Spidey shows up, and by using his bare hands, Spidey rips her face off, just like his brother Kane did to the criminals by leaving the mark of Kane on their faces. Finally, Kraven shows up and he tells Peter he has planned all of this to harden Spider-Man to make him worthy of battling Kraven the Hunter. As a result, the two engage himself in a bloody fight. In the end, Peter takes Kraven's spear and attempts to impale his chest, but Julia stops him. She then shows Peter the future where he killed Kraven. He had abandoned all of his friends and family members. He had ended up killing all of his enemies. He will become something ugly and terrible. He will never heal, and for that, he will never forgive himself. So Peter pauses and Kraven demands him to end his life. It has to be Spider-Man, and if he doesn't kill him, he cannot die. But Peter refuses and tells Kraven to leave and start his new life. In the end, with a flashbang, the whole Kravens are gone. The web of life is safe. Peter is back in his red and blue costume. Julia is Madam Web and Anya is the new Spider-Woman. Days later, on this savage land, the Kraven brings his family into the jungle and tells them to make them strong. He will hunt them, and those who survive will be worthy of the Kravinoffs. But Sasha refuses to do that as she feels she has earned that title. But suddenly, Kraven snaps her neck and he also kills Vladimir and allows his remaining family to go and survive. That's the way of becoming worthy of the Kravens. And with that, the chapter 637 of The Amazing Spider-Man comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share your thoughts on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.